And we are live. Wednesday Night with Those Guys and Wednesday Night with Those Guys are sponsored by Those Guys.
Okay. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Wednesday Night with Those Guys. This is where we talk about everything in the drone world and promote the usage of drones. And if the weather has been nice where you are, please let me know how the weather is where you are, if you've been able to get out and fly your drones. I guess it's the weather around here hasn't been too well about flying drones, but how are you doing, Lawrence, on this wonderful Wednesday?
I'm good. I'm good, man. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to everyone. I'm doing good. The weather was nice. Yesterday was the real time to fly, but I ran into some FPV issues, and I'm trying to debug. But
PVF in video?
I'm waiting for the snow. It's supposed to snow Sunday.
Yeah,
I know Anthony Charles is waiting. Every time they say snow, his head popped out somewhere. Did someone say snow?
If he goes up a little further north, he might find some.
Yeah, there's plenty up there, yeah. Rob, feet on the ground, says, I heard flying drones is popular in Jersey at the moment. He means,
well,
we're going to get into that.
It's in this area. It's not just in Jersey.
It's right. It's not Jersey. It's New York also.
You know, it's
all the tri-state area.
It's a lot of places. It's a places. You know what I meant? Because I was looking at Sky Vector, right? If you look on Sky Vector, right, Lawrence, you will see how close LaGuardia is to JFK.
Oh yes. You can pull up you can pull up Flight Radar 24 and see
in all actuality, if you look on Sky Vector, right, when they have the rings for they kind of overlap each other.
They do. The birthday cakes do overlap. 3 years this has been happening, folks. 2 to 3 weeks before Christmas.
What?
Rob was saying in the chat. I was just reading that in the chat there.
No, what's going on? I heard that 3 years. Yeah.
3 years this has been happening, folks. What? 3 years you've been getting up in the morning, listening to our live stream, Rob? It's summertime over there. Dominic said it hit 80 degrees Fahrenheit today there.
Oh, okay.
So congrats to you guys.
Hold on, 80 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yes.
Now, equivalent to
well, I'm glad he said Fahrenheit because I don't know. The metric, I'm not a metric person. I'm from the 60s. I'm sorry. Hey, Bob Casey.
Oh, man. Where are you at?
What happened?
Where is he located?
He's in Australia with Rob.
Oh, okay.
Northside, Dominic. He's in Australia with Rob. They're having it's summertime there. This is the cold time for us, yeah.
Gary.
Hey, Gary, what's up, man? How are you? Gary, I'm gonna have to hit you up on Messenger about some
hit Gary up
about a few packages that may have to come from Canada, provided I pay for them. We'll talk. Nothing bad. And no, not drones either.
No, I mean, whatever drones Gary could get, we can get. I mean,
exactly.
Unless you want to on like what the I don't know. Did they get the goggles? We didn't.
Well, no. Let's just say a certain item comes from a certain place, and Gary can acquire it easier than I can. But we'll talk. We'll talk in the cut. That's all I can say. What's up, Warren? How are you?
Mm. You know that this, if you didn't want that to sound any worse than it was, you should never said.
I leave it to the experience. Hold on. No, one military base in particular, forget the name, has had incursions the last 3 years at this time. Oh, yeah. Sounds like people are busy. The military's busy, Rob.
Well, it could be. It's possible. Possibly. But Lawrence, who do we happen to have in
Who
the
do we
house?
have in the chat? All right, we're going to go backwards on this. All right, tonight, first we have, I'll just go here. I got a match. Okay.
What?
John Olson was talking. His birthday was a day or two after mine. So happy belated. All right, let's go. Let's see who's in the chat here. All right, we got to go with Rob from Australia. Rob and Sue, good morning to you guys over there. Feet on the ground. Angel, the drone guy, 42 Adventures in the chat. I was playing Xbox with him. What's up, Angel? Scott, Jack Rabbit, FPV. Nice gentleman. Came in saying Merry Christmas, Scott. How are you? Don Olson, I'd like to give a shout out to him and a happy belated birthday. Who else we got? We got Warren Garasho. I hope all is well. I don't, if I recall, he wasn't feeling well. We have Gary, all the way from Canada. A shout out to Gary's Brent Aerials. Waypoint, New England. Give a shout out to him. Here loyally, like everyone else, we appreciate you all. And who else do I have? Bob Casey. Want to give him a shout out as well. Give him his explosion. Everyone comes in. Where's the explosion? Jackrabbit. I did say Scott. Okay. The drone guy, 42. Dominic. I'm sorry. Dominic is here. Northside Hawk from Australia. Steve SBM Drones. Also, Waypoint New England, one more. And I think after that, the next person is Barkley.
Oh, yeah.
107 Drones, who was here early, probably listening in the cut. I think we blew everybody up.
We're good now.
We're good. We have to watch that because then people will start complaining about drones and explosions. Well, I know you guys want to hear what we have to say about it. We will talk about it tonight and discuss a few things. Let you guys come to a conclusion yourself because we have a video that not a lot of people have seen, Harmon.
You probably have because I know.
I was watching the video when they did it live and I was in my damn phone and I didn't hear it until you sent me the video.
Oh.
Yes, that's what I mean.
I mean, when I saw it, I watched it live. I was like, no, he didn't.
Yeah, yep, that's what he did say that. Yes, he did.
Yeah,
he did say it. But anyway, as Angel says he's still playing Xbox. We were playing Xbox before I got on here.
Oh, he's still playing it.
Frank Rizzo, what's up? How are you, sir? Hope all is well.
Yeah, Lawrence. But I'm quite sure everyone has seen the thumbnail for the stream, right? Okay, so what drone are you expecting under the tree this year?
Me?
Not you. I'm talking about the people in the chat.
Yeah.
Well, you join in too, but what drone are you expecting under the tree this year? What camera equipment? What DJI equipment? Because I know we're all DJI fanboys here, or half of us, or most of us, but don't want to admit it, or don't want to say it. But I kind of think it's like a kind of bad word, but fanboy to say that, but to say, because I will buy something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I like it and I think it works well, I will. It's just that I just find that a lot of the DJI, what DJI is trying to fit in where they can get in on anything. Like with this, I wanted one of these, but I didn't know that DJI was going to come out with it, and then they made it more drone friendly.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And then now you can adapt everybody else's, what do you call it, to it, their solar panels.
Yes. I think they came and knocked that power bank issue out the box because,
and then now that you can stack them.
Yes. So you imagine you have 6 deep in a corner somewhere. 6 deep.
You can only go with 5 expansions.
Yo, yeah, I know. But Herman, if you cut off Gen 5, Sam didn't sell me that money this week. He owe me. Cut off generator 5.
Well, you know what's funny?
Power bank in a blackout, you can make money, bro.
Well, if you have enough solar panels, you can probably keep it running. I mean, I don't know how much stress it could take of like running your house per se.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Steve Vermont just said I'm getting tablets to run my drones with the 10-inch, the DJI, and an 8-inch for the FEMI. I used to need a tablet until they came out, until I got used to the smart controller. I mean, I was using tablets until I got the RC, and then I wind up getting the RC Pro with the screen on it.
Well, you can't use the same tablet on both?
Yeah, good question, Steve. How come you don't just use the 10-inch for both of them? Or is it the controller? Or is it the controller? Because I could see the 10-inch for the DJI being strong enough. I don't know how well built the controller is for the FEMI. So,
well, some controllers just don't open wide enough.
Warren said, someone asked me my favorite color earlier today. Should I have said DJI gray?
Well, I mean,
he says, okay.
Yeah.
He says,
I used to use a lot of that white at one point.
No, Steve says the FEMI will only take an 8-inch tablet. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Well, yeah, Lawrence. Well, I hope everybody was able to take advantage, because I think you can still take advantage of those DJI holiday savings.
Yeah.
There. Yeah.
These right here.
Because you can save up to what, 36% off. I mean, I think it was basically more about some of the gifts and stuff you can get with it, because I know that if you had purchased the DJI Avata 2 Fly More combo with the 3 batteries for the regular price for $1,199, you was going to get that free sport bottle. But if you had bought the Osmo Action 5 Pro combo for the $349, you would get Care Refresh for 2 years for free.
That's crazy.
Yeah, see,
2 years for Care Refresh. What?
And then it breaks down even better if you check them out on the holiday savings.
Yeah, save 20% from December 18th to the 24th on the Air 3. I know the drone guy 42, he just brought an Air 3. And he said he doesn't need to upgrade or anything like that for a while. And then you also have the Osmo Action 4 combo, which is crazy because it's $209, yo, which means that the Action 3's got to be about $170. Wait, here we go. Here it is. Wait, how is the Action 3 $269?
Because of the combo that
Yeah. The different combo package. They're giving away a bigger package here. And for those of you who still use Osmo mobiles, which is still great, they have the one with the telescopic stick that I see a lot of young people are into this Osmo type device here.
Yeah, because you can carry that thing, folds up, fits in your pocket or your purse.
And here, this is a steal. This is a stocking stuffer right here, Herman. The Mobile SE, $70. Come on, yo, $70.
Yeah.
Stick one in everybody's stocking right there.
Who,
There's your
me?
gift. That's a
And
good deal, right? You don't think?
Okay.
I mean, they have some other stuff. Of course, they have their regular price stuff here, but you guys should check out what happened.
Yeah, that was funny though. Stick one in everyone's stocking.
Yeah, $70. Boom, boom, boom. Everybody wonder why they're stocking the same shape. At $70 a pop, shit.
When you say at $70 a pop, everyone's stocking. Who's like everyone?
If you got a family with about 3 or 4 kids, put one in each kid's. You know, that'll cover an electronic device. Because you know, there's a lot of them ask for electronics.
You know what they're gonna ask you for next, right?
What?
That new iPhone.
I don't even want to talk about iPhones because I told my ex. Notice I'm saying my ex. Okay, I told my ex not to buy my daughter an iPhone. I said I've never had anything with the letter I in front of it in my household, and they went behind my back. Oh, we'll get an Android. Tell me why she had wind up getting a damn iPhone because she knew I wasn't buying it.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Anything with the letter I in front of it, when I was working, usually wound up costing me money.
That's what it is.
Got an event to go to. I hope those guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Same to you, Scott. We'll be on New Year's Eve, right? We'll be on New Year's Eve, right?
Well, here's the deal. Our show falls on Wednesday, and I did not want to do a show on Christmas Day. So I didn't want this to be the last show of the year for us because, once again, you know, New Year's and all of that falls. So I said, let's come on Christmas Eve.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
We got, you know, a nice little fun little thing planned. A little something. You know? You could watch Lawrence go crazy. You know?
Okay. All right.
But we'll have we got a little something funny planned. A little fun show planned.
Okay.
Yeah. And
yeah, why not? What the hell? It'll be Christmas Eve. We got a special guest coming on, right?
Right. We got a special guest confirmed coming on.
Yeah, coming to hang out with us on Christmas Eve next week, Tuesday.
Yeah, check it out. Look for the thumbnail. It'll be out soon, very soon. No, but yeah, we got a special guest, surprise guest coming to hang out with us.
Right.
He's
traveling Wednesday night with those guys. It's hump day.
Oh,
what's that?
He's traveling from very far too.
Oh yeah. Okay.
What's up, Phil?
Yeah, Philip Koshak. How are you, man? This is a surprise guest. This is a surprise guest to you, Warren? You would never expect. I don't think you guys would ever expect who this surprise guest would be.
Well, they might.
They might, but I doubt it.
They might.
They might. You never know.
Okay.
But also, getting back to the drones, what to buy, what drone you want in your stocking or under your tree.
In your stocking stuffing?
Yeah, in your stocking stuffing. They have 7 DJI drones you can still get before Christmas, guys.
Did you know that?
What?
Did you know that?
What?
That there were 7 drones you can still get from DJI before Christmas?
Not until today.
Oh, okay. Because they claim that you can get the DJI Neo, which is small, right? It's very small as far as I'm saying in size.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But it's got a big impact.
Yes, best invention of 2024. It made the list.
That's what they claim, right?
Yeah.
And then you got what? The DJI Mini 3 Pro. which is compact yet mighty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. Ishvina comes out with some of these articles, and I just think that it's crazy with some of these lists. But yeah, especially when you look at some of the drones on this list. But yeah, but you got with the next level, you got the DJI Mini 4 Pro.
Yeah. Notice the quality of the drones getting slightly better and better and better.
Right. And right here we have with immersive action, Lawrence, when you got the DJI Avata 2 FPV drone.
Hey Corey, what's up, man? I'm sorry I missed. So now see, I like that Avata. I'm starting to like it more and more.
Yeah, I bet you are. I bet you are. You know what? I gotta talk to you about that other thing with the Neo, but you know. But anyway, yeah, another time. But yeah, what we got? What we at? Where we at?
And
we
then
got
you have
the Mavic 3, right? That's for pros, right?
Mavic 3 Pro for the pros.
Yeah, the Mavic 3 Pro for the pros. The Mavic 3 for the pros, period. The whole series. I thought so. And then we make our way down, right, to the DJI FPV Explorer combo. Now, I'm just experienced like what? This drone is still making its way through. And where can you find this drone still? I guess. What do you
Where
think?
can you find which drone?
The DJI FPV.
You can
that Explorer combo.
You can actually find them on Amazon.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Hold on. We're ready. Here we go. Boom, bam. Not only can you find these combos and these Osmo 6s and everything on Amazon, but you can get the Spectre drone as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the Spectre for $219. It says limited, so I'm expecting the price to go up. One controller, one battery, one Spectre drone. They have the Osmo here, like I said, stocking stuffers. Oh well, the white one, the SC is $670. This one's
socket is kind of big.
Yeah. But here's you have the Mini 2 Fly More combo. Now the wireless mic system. This is just a transmitter here. I didn't know that they were selling it, but okay. What else do they have here? Oh, the Potato, $700 now.
And what's that?
This is the DJI FPV, the first FPV, the one they call a Potato.
Okay.
Yeah, that one they call the Potato. It's going for $700. And check this out, with goggles and controller.
See that? There we go.
That's a freaking deal. Now I have these goggles too.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't. No, stop. I shouldn't be shopping. Now on to the Avata Pro View. You have the Avata 1 with the goggles and the yoke controller for $897.
Mm-hmm.
That's tempting.
Now,
minus that controller. If I had the controller that they have right here for the Potato, I would probably jump on that order. Offer. Yeah, definitely.
It was the rest of those drones on there, or toys and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What I did want to say to you, the other thing on this list was another drone that I thought was a little interesting, which happens to be the DJI Mavic Air 2 Fly More combo.
Really?
Yeah.
The Air 2.
Yeah. Now, where is that still around?
I thought they had stopped support for it
by now. Well, I'm saying that this is not my list. This is Ishvina's list.
Okay. Okay.
She's the one that produced it, not me. I'm just repeating.
Steve says that the Avata 2 was his first go at FPV, and it's unreal viewing through the goggles. Yes, it's the closest you can get to flying like a bird.
Like a boy.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. We got a sponsor coming up in 4 minutes.
Oh, really?
But the top drones, once again, a quick run through of the top drones for you can still get before Christmas, because apparently they still have a lot of them here in the States already. The Neo by itself is running at $199. And you have the DJI Mini 3 Pro, which is the very nice drone, the Mini 3 Pro. Then you got the Mini 3 4. If you want to take your game up a little bit, DJI Avata 2 FPV drone. They're selling along with the DJI Mavic 3 Pro, they suggest. And like I said, they have enough of these drones around. Now, there's a DJI FPV Explorer combo. I'm going to have to look into that. The Mavic Air 2 Fly More combo. I think they're getting rid of the last of those.
Yeah, they get rid of.
Be able to find that decently priced.
They're probably on Amazon.
And I'm pretty sure of it, because those of you did not know, DJI is a distributor for Amazon, and they actually ship stuff to Amazon warehouses. So they have drones sitting in Amazon warehouses, guys.
Take orders for DJI. Merry Christmas, Johnny.
Hey, Merry Christmas, Johnny. Hope all is well with you guys down there. Bill, coast to coast. Did I see him come in too?
Yeah, I did see.
Yes. Hey, what's up, Bill? Happy holidays to you.
Bill. You know what? Is it like anything like on Christmas, like you like doing, or you like having, or like a cine special like dish or something like that you like with your family and stuff like that?
On Christmas?
Yeah.
Lasagna is definitely in the top 3.
Okay.
I have a weakness for pasta, so I would have to say lasagna, a really good macaroni and cheese, and
Johnny, me too.
Johnny Drone Flyer. What do you guys want like out there for Christmas? What is your go-to that you'd like to have every Christmas? We'd like to know.
Yeah, I already got mine, Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny, he puts in work on his. He puts in work. He starts prepping a few days before. He said he's got a 14-pounder to cook, Herman.
Oh, okay.
Well, you're having a lot of people over. Now, is that a 14-pounder for you? And then there's another 12-pounder for the rest of the people? Because that's how you got to make them. One for you, one for everybody else.
So Johnny, you don't
have... got a 6-rib joint.
See, you know what? The thing is, a lot of people gotta like look at the ribs. Like if you high on it, you could get into like the chuck meat, and you gotta, depending on where you are on the rib cage on it, which rib down you are on the stick.
Right.
But a rib roast, shoot. That's it.
I've never had one for Christmas, but that sounds like a winner. If I could get my hands on one. See, I would have to ask you how to make it, because you've been making them for a while. We already got the turkey in the freezer. My daughter's making the pies and all of the fixings and sittings in the kitchen. Okay, that's what's up.
All right.
That's good. That's good. Well, that's why we're having the Christmas Eve show. Like we said, we're gonna have a special guest on.
We're gonna laugh it up and have a good time.
Yeah. And maybe I could find my elf hat. I don't know. I haven't been able to find it for a while. And I refuse to go out and buy another one.
Man, you know what? I didn't listen. Did anybody put a tree up? Because I'm real late.
A tree?
They were talking about that today.
The tree would take up the spot where my drones are.
There was a survey today whether or not people like the artificial tree or the real tree.
Mhm.
And I guess most of the people here in the city would rather the artificial tree. You know what?
Yeah, right, with the fires.
You know what? I realized why years ago why everybody ties the tree onto the top of the car.
To blow off all of those freaking the loose.
No, see, you worry about scratching the paint on the car.
No, to blow off the loose pines. The loose.
But those pines, when you put it in, when you fold the back seat of the truck down and try to slide it in there, thinking you cool because you don't want to put it on top to scratch the paint.
Your car will have pine pieces in it until next year.
What? Every time you go to vacuum that car, you will find pine needles in that car.
Yep.
And your car will forever smell like it until it's dead.
Yeah, so Johnny Dronefly already answered, but I was hoping you were leading to this. What do you guys prefer, a fake tree or a real tree?
Well, that's what I was saying.
I've always grown up, we've always had fake trees because you live in a project and usually you worry about someone having a real tree burning the whole damn building down. I'm just saying. I can honestly say the entire building had fake trees. At one time in my life.
As long as I can remember, we've always had the fake tree.
Yeah.
And speaking to my mother, I'm the reason why.
Really? You see what Johnny Droneflyer put?
Yeah.
He says, we had one real tree and it took the house burning down to get rid of the needles. Right, because you find them year after year after, you don't know where the hell they're coming from, but there's still pine needles. I could see that. Hey, babe, didn't we have that real tree 2 years ago? So where's this pine coming from?
The tree. Right. They fell in the little crevices.
Philip, he says, he likes Christmas Eve crab cakes and fried shrimp with oil left over from fried turkey. We're back in Thanksgiving. Oh, and the tree is up and decorating tonight. All right. Merry Christmas to you and everyone.
Hold on.
He fried the crab cakes and shrimp in the leftover oil from the fried turkey.
I heard it. I wanted to make sure.
Right? Remember you fried that turkey? It's like, hey, wonder if I can use this oil again. That's been confirmed. You can use it again.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Because I'm curious to know, like, because the turkey kind of like it kind of changed the complexion of
the oil. Yeah, a wee bit.
Yeah. I was just wondering how many more miles it had on it. That's what I was just wondering.
Oh, hold it. Johnny Dronefly says he's not trying to be nosy, but how much is a rib roast in New York? What's the going rate?
It depends on where, when, and when, and how you.
He says it's $6.97 a pound there.
I don't know what they are right now, but I had mine. I had it put aside for a minute. But I don't. What did I pay for it? Probably like about shit. I got okay. Look, the year before I went to what was it, Costco's, and they had some there, and I paid about like $1 and change for the both of them. So I decided not to do that, and I went over to another location, and somebody hit me on how to get
100 and change.
how to get a good price. So I got 2 of them for the same, for roughly a little bit more than what I paid for one over at Costco. So it's probably about $120 something.
Okay.
So I got 2 4-boners for that price.
For 120.
Yeah. So like,
I don't know the going rate. They would
it's
probably
not
drop.
over here. For me, I only need about 4 bones. I don't need more than 4 bones.
Philip
If I
Koshak
had more than 4 bones, I'd be one sandwich eating dude for the rest of the week.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Would you believe I've never had one? You know that? I've never had a rib roast.
No?
I've seen them. I've seen them. I've seen them. I've never had one.
Whoa, what we got here? Oh.
Herman be shopping off the back of the trucks on Flatbush. Draymond, what do you know about Flatbush, Draymond?
What trucks?
Everything, if it come off the back of a truck in Flatbush, it's probably still bleeding.
You know what's crazy about that?
Herman buying out back of vans, he said.
I actually have done that, because I was one day I went to this is gonna sound crazy. Pulled up at the supermarket, right? And there's nowhere to park. So I'm out front and I see that one of the delivery trucks is sitting there. So I'm behind the delivery truck and I see the doors like cracked open, but there's a bunch of boxes stacked on the tailgate. So I see this guy slide out from underneath the tailgate, and I was like, oh, look at this dude here. I was like, yo, my man, yo, cut me in or I'm cutting that shit out. He was like, yo, what's up? Yo, whoa, hold up. He was like, what you want? I was like, what you got?
Herman, DJI is calling me right now. I don't know why. Hello?
So I hit him up for a case of whatever he had. One of each. Took it home. Why not? He don't know who I am. I don't know who he is. But anyway, so DJI is calling Lawrence on the phone. I don't know what for, but I'm quite sure that everybody has been listening to some of the talk out there about these drones that's been flying around, and these mystery drones over these military bases and stuff like that in New Jersey and other airport and areas and stuff like that in near New York, and the mass hysteria that's been talked. I don't know. A lot of the residents I've heard from in regular local news stories, residents have been talking about they see these drones.
I'm back
all the time, and I'm like, my issue with someone to talk about that is like, you say everybody say, oh, I see all these drones, I see these drones. And I'm like, but a drone is an identifiable flying aircraft, if I'm not correct, right? A drone, right? You can identify a drone. A drone could be identified now. We all know this. Even anyone who has been all involved in all the conversations involved knows that drones can be identified not only by the fact that we can actually, if we can see it, we can also detect it, and we can identify who and what. We all know that technology has always existed for quite some time now, and now that it is a requirement for consumer drones and any other drones that are operating in our airspace, in our national airspace. Correct?
Yeah,
we do know that.
Sponsor.
Oh, we did? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can get our sponsor real quick. We can get to the sponsor. We'll get them.
Don't listen to these two guys. They don't know what they're talking about.
Not all the time.
For drone news and tech talk, tune in every Wednesday night, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to Wednesday Night with those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fortunately, they pay the bills, so we have to put their faces on.
Yeah. Whoever they are. Well, like I was saying, we've seen all of the stuff in local officials and stuff like that, and the news reports, and there's like everybody's been talking about. They see these things with these flashing lights and these red and green lights, and you've even seen the videos. I'm quite sure you've seen the videos for the news, and everyone's news is all on the network, so they plug in all of these videos, the pictures and stuff like that. We've seen, and we operate drones, we all know what those lights are, because we're aware of that, especially those of us who are Part 107. We're all aware of how those lights work. And a lot of people in the public, I don't think, are understanding of that. And I think that many of the things, like you've probably heard this on a lot of the views, and there's a lot of people have said that these are aircraft that you see flying around.
Yes.
People cause such a scare because I don't understand. Like, if these red and green lights were such an issue, right? And I'm quite sure you've heard this elsewhere, that if somebody was doing some malicious, that they would turn those lights off. They would all figure out how to turn those lights off. It's not so much that of whether figuring out to turn those lights off and on, is that the fact that they are on and that they are operating, and that
there's nothing nefarious going on.
Right, but I just find that we have, not us in general, but we've created this world where a lot of people now are looking up for some god unknown reason. More and more, and I think that the more you look up, the more you will find. I have a tendency as an electrician, when I go to places that are like open places where the work is open raw, like in an arena or something like that, to look at the quality of the work and stuff. When people do like pipe work for electrical building, I have a tendency to do that. So like, if I go a place and I see like a regular local place, and I see like the work is kind of like, who did they get to do this work here?
Right.
Right. You see certain things like, and now from flying drones, how many times have you just been on the ground and you see stuff that's in the air that no one else is looking at? Balloons flying around.
Because I fly drones.
Right. You've trained to look in the sky.
Right. And in response to what you're saying right there, I want to put these logistics out there for those of you who are saying it's the green man, it's this, it's that. For every 1,000 reports, and this is talking between New York, New Jersey, and wherever else they've seen them, for every 1,000 reports of drones, only 100 of them were actual drones. So now in the last month, we've seen over 5,000. Let's round it off to 5,000 and say we had 5,000 people call in reports, even mayors, lawyers, police officers, people in their backyard, and say there's a drone hovering over my house, blah, blah, blah. Make a long story short, the government has made it very, very known very well that a lot of the stuff you're seeing are planes. If it was nefarious, go ahead. I see the facial expression. Go ahead.
Well, it doesn't help when you have people like Congressman Van Drew, who
Maliotakis.
Well, Maliotakis is another piece of work. She doesn't care how. She's one of those people who, like the Apple people, don't care how it works as long as it works.
She's why I put this picture up, and I'll explain it later.
When I say with Van Drew, you know, he claims that it was coming from some mothership off the coast, of the East Coast.
It was supposed to be an Iranian drone ship.
Right. That, yeah, you know, and he's been called for these things to be shot down.
Yeah.
Now we all know about the 72-year-old guy down in Florida, right? Who was facing up to
Who shot down a drone
in restitution for the Amazon drone, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you cannot, and I stress this, you cannot go around shooting down these things that you think are drones or you believe is a drone. Many of the pictures that we're seeing and the videos that we're seeing are shabby ass cell phone videos. Excuse me, very fuzzy and stuff like that.
Of them iPhones,
right? Well, whether they're iPhones or not, I mean, they are cell phone videos, and we're seeing these things, you know, and we're seeing just the same things that you guys are seeing, and we're hearing the same things that you guys are hearing. But we're hearing a lot of other things, and we're seeing the articles and stuff out there. And you know, when you have Brandon Schulman, that you know, who was a former VP at DJI, he mentioned, you know, the same thing. Like I would tell you, you know, and I was telling Lawrence, if you look at Sky Vector, the airspace, you know, you got. Let's look at this real good. You have Newark International. You have JFK.
Keep talking. I'm pulling it up. I'm pulling up something even better right now.
You got LaGuardia right here.
Here you go.
And you have those two Air Force Base, which happens to be within like, I want to say like 20, 30 miles of that airport in Jersey.
Okay. Well, as you're speaking, I have Flight Radar 24 up, and I want to show you these crowds of planes are actual airports. There are three major airports right here between here's JFK, here's LaGuardia, and here is Newark Airport. I'm going to let you know right now. Number one reason.
Excuse me, Lawrence, the Air Force Base.
Yeah.
Those two, though, not the Air Force Base, but those two military base that they're talking about are direct, would say, west of where, of the airport in New Jersey.
Yes. Now I just zoomed out really quick, and I'll cut to what I wanted to say really quick about this here. There are so many planes in the air, you would be scared to know how much shit is up there. Seriously.
And honestly,
and go ahead, hold on one second. And getting back to Maliotakis, people have corrected her. 51 Drones did, a few other people. She got on and blabbering her mouth like she always does, got on and said, the reason we're seeing so many drones at night is because they're illegal and you cannot fly drones at night, which is a damn lie.
Well, that's because, once again, someone told her that.
Now, I want to make a valid point about what's going on, and the reason I posted this picture right here. This is downtown Brooklyn here in New York City, okay? And it's in Class G airspace, okay? There are no fly zones. There's no stadiums. There's no military bases around, okay? The point I'm making is, the reason we're seeing so much stuff in the sky, most of them, like we've said, the government said, are planes, helicopters. Billy Kyle just did a news interview. Check it out on Instagram, saying the same thing. They're planes, they're helicopters, but out of that 1,000, that 100 are actual drones. Now, because they just, hold on.
I'm going to say this.
They just recently passed this law, the FAA, allowing us to fly at night about a year ago, correct? So you are seeing more drone pilots flying at night.
Right.
And I'll leave it at that.
Well, what I want to say to that, and I agree with you on that, there are that now some of these sightings that they are seeing are drones, but I think that the more increase in sighting of drones that you're seeing, and like guys, and I urge you, if you got any friends that are probably out there doing this, don't put your drone up to see what drone that you think that's out there doing this because you think it might be something foreign or alien and the government is not telling you. When the government tells you that it is not something that is nefarious, they're not worried about it, that there's no threat to our our security.
You see what Steve put?
I agree with them.
The press and politicians are to blame, spreading misinformation like it was COVID. Agreed.
Right. Exactly.
Agreed.
Exactly.
Agreed.
Because at first, and I said this to Lawrence, I said, wow, we had an influx of letters and calls and emails, whatever it may be, to all of these politicians about the defense bill and the countering CCP drone act going into the defense bill. And that portion was taken out of the defense bill and it went through the House onto the Senate. And then this started happening on a mad scale of complaints. Mad scale of complaints. I said, Lawrence, look at this. I was like, with all of the mass hysteria, the government doesn't have to tell you what they're doing.
No. And I pointed this out.
Tell you what they're doing.
But Herman, someone asked me this the other day. She said, why is the government lying to us? I said, think about this. We are so pampered here in the United States that we forget in other countries, and this is no lie, in other countries, the government don't tell their people shit. They just do it. They're moving a village or a town, they just go and they do it. Here in the United States, we're privileged to news and know it. I get it.
Letter saying it's going to happen. Right.
No, but right.
I get what you're saying, but the military can do what they want when they want. You understand what I'm saying to you? And you've seen that in effect. But what I want to say is that with such a large airspace, like you just showed, the majority of these things that they're going to see are planes, and if there are a lot of planes, especially holiday times, taxiing and stuff like that, planes waiting to get in, planes waiting to get out. We took a flight down to Florida, right?
Yes. Look at this. This is the
South Florida drone meetup. There should have been only about 2.5 to 2 hours and 45 minutes tops. And what we have.
Look at Florida right now. Look at it right now.
Had a 6-hour flight, right?
Yep.
Why? Because we couldn't land because there was issues happening with storm or whatever, and other planes being backed up in the sky. Lawrence, you might want to change your screen view because you got your baby diaper commercial there.
Oh shit! That's this. I don't know what the hell that is there, man. Remove ads. I'm not paying for that. I'm just using flight radar. I didn't realize it, but like you said, Herman, it took us a 6-hour flight. Look at Florida right now in real time. Look at all these airports. You guys that, and I'm not talking to us drone pilots, but for anyone that may look at this live stream and not realize how much shit is in the air, I'm going to zoom out to the United States, and show you.
But that's only commercial airlines.
Right. We're not talking private. We're not talking private owned. We're not talking military. We're not talking police. This is what has a transponder that we can see.
Hello, AJ. But see, that's what I'm saying. That's just commercial flights. Now, some of them are, like I said, we all said that some of them are drones. But like I said, I said this, and like I said, Mr. Shulman said that the airspace is very busy. But what about the hoax videos? Because a lot of people latch on to stuff like that. We've seen the videos of people shooting at these drones that were fakes,
which was fake,
saying that it was the police shooting at the drone, and stuff like that. There was a lot of videos going on like that. So, there's a lot of stuff that's been spread to cause mass hysteria. And that's why I was sitting there saying to myself, with the government not saying that we're doing this and we're not doing that, or we're doing this or we're doing that, it's kind of like causing like that whole thing to spread. And if you allow that to continue to fester, then the people in the public who know nothing will call for these drones to be banned, stopped completely, because they don't want to see them. And that can hurt the industry.
I want to mention something Drone Days had put up, but it kind of got lost in the chat. It said, he says, if the government just said it's us, don't worry, I would feel better. Now, in answer to that, they have done that. They have said, if we're not worried about it, you should not be.
Well, that's not what they said.
How did they? That's how I took it.
That is what they said, but that's not the answer to what he's saying.
Yeah, no, I get it.
He's saying the same thing I said. It's us. This is what we're doing. Don't worry about it. But they're not doing that, and that's what's causing people to be afraid. And that's what's causing people to be so scared, because that they're not doing that, and like I said, with all of this happening, and you have stuff like this happening, people will start themselves to start saying, I don't want to see these things in the sky. I'm afraid. And that would hurt the whole entire drone industry if these people, if the general public, decide, I don't.
Yeah, they would have to comply.
It's not they would have to comply, but the same drones that we all sat here and fought to be able to continue to fly.
Mm-hmm.
Utility workers. You understand what I'm saying?
Cell tower inspectors.
Well, it's a utility worker.
Yeah.
But guys who use these things for as a tool for real estate, videographers, even photographers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this would hurt the industry. I mean, the law will always find a way to make room for them to be able to continue to do, and for first responders, sure.
You see what Angie put? They need to admit it. We are searching for something. LOL. It's the government.
Well, I kind of, listen.
It's funny you mentioned that, Angie,
because I was going, and I myself have, like I said, I've been listening to what's been going on, and the other morning I was sitting there,
watching the news.
Yeah, watching the news, having my coffee. You know what I mean? Because I was on a little break. And sitting there watching the news, and I'm sitting there watching this, and they had the mayor of Belleville.
Yes.
Yeah, he was on there.
Belleville, New Jersey.
Yeah, Belleville, New Jersey. Michael Melham. Yeah, Melham. He gave his view, and he shared what he thought was actually what he knew, and what he actually thought was happening. And I thought that what he was saying was a little scary.
Right. I got it queued.
Like I said, he shared what he knew. And I'd like you to hear what he shared, but
listen closely.
Mayor Michael Melham says the drone sightings are creating anxiety in his town, and he's looking for answers. And he joins us this morning right here on Good Day New York. Thank you for joining us, Mayor. President-elect Trump says that the Biden administration knows what's going on. Our government knows what's going on. You're the mayor of of Bellevue. What do you know?
We know very little. About 6 days ago, there was an unprecedented briefing with every single mayor in the state of New Jersey, along with every member of our state legislature. We learned exactly at that time what the state knows, which was very little. Since then, information has not been forthcoming. And it's this lack of transparency, in my opinion, that's doing nothing but fueling conspiracy theories online.
Do you have any idea what it could be, or which side it could be, where it's coming from?
Yeah, I can tell you what it's not. We know for a fact it's not little green men. And more than likely, it's not a foreign adversary, because they would be able to figure out how to turn off the blinking lights. These drones are huge. We had a mayor yesterday on the call with the White House telling them that he had 6-foot drones hovering over his house. Yet they continue to tell us, we don't know what we're talking about. It's misidentification. Certainly, there's some misidentification probably going on, but I could assure you that we are seeing drones in New Jersey all over the place.
All right. So Bethany Frankel, I know
This
she's
is
not
the
like,
best part.
the New York Times, but she says that she has like some kind of contact at the Pentagon, and that it has something to do with radioactive material in New Jersey. What are you hearing?
So here's what I know. I know that we were told by our state police that we have assets over our critical infrastructure. Now, depending on your point of view, that's either concerning or comforting. I think it's comforting because it's probably us listening and watching. We also know that we have drones that are flying in a grid-like pattern. In my opinion, they're looking for something. What might they be looking for? Well, potentially, we're aware of a threat that came in through Port Newark. Maybe that's radioactive material. There was and there is an alert that's out right now that radioactive material in New Jersey has gone missing on December 2nd. It was a shipment. It arrived at its destination. The container was damaged and was empty. So
Okay,
potentially we're looking
stop
for
right
that.
there, Mayor.
I'm going to stop it right there because
Radioactive material, a shipment
is
is
missing.
missing.
Drones are searching in a grid-like pattern. Now, I want to point out something. We can detect radioactive material from space. The fact that drones are searching in a grid-like pattern and radioactive material is missing in New Jersey. Now, this, Herman, I don't know if you had saw it on an article, and I'll let you go on with the story, but there was a report that this radioactive material had showed up on, well, a radioactive, more than normal rating of radioactivity showed up on the east side of Manhattan and also on the west side of Manhattan. And so they sent drones, and during that time, there were drones searching that area. So you do the math. We need to evacuate New York.
Now, Lawrence, you know,
I will
and
put this
people-
in the chat, Herman.
now,
So they
now don't get me wrong. Now, like we said, people are saying they're seeing stuff. Politicians are saying that they're seeing stuff. And the government is saying that this is not happening. Now, whether this mayor is now starting causing his own mass hysteria by saying this radioactive material is missing, and that there are drones out there that he's seeing, and that other officials are seeing these 6-foot drones or whatever. I don't know. I'm curious to know. Like, I know it's not what we're flying.
Draymond put something. If that's the case, does that make drone flights a damper to the public or our national airspace? Well, good question, Draymond, that you mentioned that. But we have to point out, it is EPA, Environmental Protection Agency. Yes, they are searching for this because any minute bit of radioactive material can be used to make a dirty bomb.
Now, what I want to ask you is this, Lawrence.
Yeah.
You've seen the VBAT, right?
Yes,
because
yes, I have seen it.
6-foot drones and almost the size of a car or something, or small.
Yes, keep talking about it. I'm pulling it up right now as we speak.
And they've seen lights on these things that look just like I said, like a plane flying, but they're claiming that it's not a plane. I don't know. The VBAT is a
I'm going to pull up the VBAT right now, and you guys decide.
And it does belong to the United States government. It's a drone that takes off.
This doesn't sound like what they've seen.
Plane. I don't know.
This is the VBAT. It takes off vertically and flies like a plane. Okay.
And
to be honest,
the lights on it at night when it is flying,
and has the capability to be in the air for hours at a time.
Right.
Now,
So
as far as
this? Mm.
what happened,
Is it this? I don't know. Who knows?
right? We have no idea. But some of this stuff that they're showing in this video, here's a 6 foot, 6 to 8 foot wingspan. Okay, on this particular drone right here. The guy. If you look at this stuff, these fit the description of some of the things that are in the air. Is it? If you see from this picture right here that they just showed, they just scanned past what they have. This is beyond testing. They're actually using these. They are active.
Yeah, that's the
Look at this stuff right here.
Vertically.
Right. So you do the math, put it together yourself. Now, as far as that New Jersey, where he's talking about radioactivity, please watch the video yourself. Come to your own conclusion. But he did admit that all of the mayors that were in a meeting the other day were sworn to secrecy.
Right.
Okay. And all of these mayors of these towns in New Jersey were sworn to secrecy. And now today's latest news is there has been a slight increase in radioactivity somewhere in the Pennsylvania area.
Really?
Yes, that was news today. But I'm going to put this in the chat. You guys check it out. Listen to the words.
That's what he was saying. If you go into the rest of the interview with him on the news, he was saying that the search is moving further towards into Pennsylvania. He does go on to say that in that interview.
Yes. So will Pennsylvania all of a sudden start getting strange drone sightings? We know now the military is searching for something.
Now we can't say that, and I'll tell you why we can't say that. Because like we said that it has been confirmed that the Pentagon, right, has addressed this issue. They have said that these are not the Department of Defense drones.
It's not the DOD, right?
That it is not DOD, that it could be another agencies. They said that it is not DOD. It is nothing that they're testing, nothing that they're working on, no operations of theirs. But they did say that there is no present threat to national security nor public.
Yes, and Draymond just put that in the chat. I wanted to read what he put. But following normal flight regulations, does it present a danger to the public? No, because they are drones flying in legal airspace, flying legally with running lights. I agree with you. More often, this is just people pushing conspiracy theories and stoking fears in the uninformed. Yes,
and that's what it is, and that's why I was saying that the government needed to say something, because what will start to happen is that the people themselves will have a problem with what you do, Draymond, and what we do, and what other guys out there do, and then we will start to have a problem.
Right. So now we will show up. We are here in New York, and we go to show up to inspect a cell tower or to do a 3D scan with a Matterport Pro, and we do an aerial shot, with the drone. But now, those guys are flying drones. They got to be up to no good. You have to think like that now. And as far as you as you guys who do not have a Part 107 or not doing this commercially, like those guys, Ariel and like Draymond, yes, go to 105. But who don't, you guys, you better have that little registration card or something, because they just arrested 3 guys flying a military base out in the 2 guys flying a military base out in the Midwest. What happened was they were getting too close to a military base. There were 3 of them on an island away from the military base, and they sent copters after these guys after triangulating where they were. 2 of the guys got caught. Come to find out, they're just hobbyists. 1 guy got away on a boat, and come to find out, they're hobbyists. Yes, it's because they were on an island that was close to the base. Okay. Come to find out, they were just trying to get pictures to see if they could see any strange-looking drones.
That's what I'm saying to you, and that's got to stop because, like the Pentagon said, there's like over what 8,000, 8,500 flights, for drones, and none of it is a risk.
Yeah.
So don't worry about it. And if they're saying don't worry about it, I wouldn't worry about it either.
And
I'm just saying that by not saying anything makes the public really
correct, Draymond.
and then people will start to call for the problem, the ban. You're the next.
Right now, we already know 80% of our government is misinformed about this topic. So guess what's going to happen? Someone's going to go to them. Hey, do you think it's this? And he's going to say, hey, it could be. And hey, do you think that it's that? And that next politician. Right. But for them, that's what they said about COVID. Jody said. That's what they said about COVID. Right. We don't know what it is, but if you put on a paper mask, you should be okay. You remember that?
You know what?
We missed our second sponsor for 12 minutes, bro.
Oh, okay. Let's get him.
It's an engaging topic.
Let's get him because we actually need to. No, we gotta get him. We got him right here.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. You ready? Okay, I got him.
There you go.
Drone there. For you guys who are Part 107 and you're looking to scale your operations, you want to get out and do all the work, get all the work done, and not have to worry about paperwork and handling all of the record keeping and booking appointments. We'll leave that to Jonah there. And just get out there and do all the work. Let them do all the work inside the office for you. Looking for tools to make you a more knowledgeable pilot? Well, Jonah there is for you. Jonah there. Check it out. There's a link in the description.
Okay.
How you doing?
But now you guys some of you, and I understand what's scary. Some people across the United States, are more worried about this situation than we are that live here.
I ain't scared. There's all kind of stuff hanging out up there. I'm gonna tell you something. I can take you over into Bensonhurst, Brooklyn, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we could stand on the street corner like a few blocks from the base.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see all of the creepy, funny lights you see going up and down inside of that thing.
You would think it's a club. You would think it's a discotheque or something with some of the lights illuminating. And
nobody questions it. I see it because I fly drones, and I wonder who else might be up there flying while I'm what I'm doing. And that's why I see these things.
True. Now, do you see strange things flying in and out of there? You might.
Hell yeah.
You stay there long enough, you would. You would, right?
No, I have. Here and Floyd Bennett.
Which are both active.
You see all kinds of crazy stuff coming out of there.
Yeah. So, guys, take heed. If you live in the tri-state area, New Jersey, they're searching for something. Okay. If it was anything nefarious or bad, like the government says, if the government said if it was anything threatening to the public, they would have to tell us. But if they tell us not to worry about it, they did say one thing a few days back. If you see one of these on the ground, do not touch it or go near it.
They've already confirmed that they're sending passive and
detection system.
Yeah, aggressive detection systems here to New York and to
Jersey.
Both of the bases, which happen to be what's the one there? What the hell? They're both military. One's an Arsenal, and the other one is for I believe a Navy base, the Pentagon is saying.
Yes.
Yeah, because what was it Earl and And what was the heck was the other one? Because that one was always having, that one had the issues at first. But yeah,
What?
I mean, I just listen to what they're saying, and you know, they're not only sending detection stuff, they're talking about also stuff to take drones down to mitigate your flight.
Yes.
To cut you, to give you the yeah, they want to, they're actually looking to stuff to take drones down. And Hochul made it a big deal to be able to shut down airports because of the sighting of these drones. What was it, Stewart International, which happens to be just above Harran State Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have a few international airports in the area within 30, 40 miles of each other. That happens to be the one that's furthest away, if to say so. But I don't know. You having them sending, like we said, passive and active detection and stuff to take down drones, they'll be all right. So I just don't want to see it happen to any of the guys that are flying recreational. Please stay away from these areas and looking for the drones with your drones, please. I urge you guys not to get out there trying to shoot these things down, because you could be shooting at
Federal
aircraft
offense. Federal
or
offense.
at a government aircraft. So I don't want you guys to get caught up in that. And you've heard from this gentleman here, the mayor of Melville, New Jersey. He said it himself. I don't know if what he's saying is true. He says he got it from the government. Whatever, I don't know.
Yeah, so now
I'm just
here,
telling
if you
you.
haven't watched the YouTube video that we just showed, a mayor claims that a bunch of them got together, a bunch of mayors and the government, the military, got together and swore all of the mayors to secrecy, but they are looking for something. And supposedly some radioactive material was missing. A canister was damaged, and radioactivity and radioactive isotopes or whatever it is inside the canister were missing. Now, also on top of that story, they claim they have devices that can detect higher than normal levels of radioactivity, and there was a small sighting of this high level on the west side of Manhattan and also on the east side of Manhattan. As of late, they are spreading their search towards Pennsylvania, correct, Herman?
Yes.
And that's all we know.
That's all we know, and that's pretty much it. Because, like you said, and the government is saying,
and if that's true,
don't worry about it. So
right, and if the government says they're not worried about it, it will not affect the public. I think radioactive material would affect the public riding on a bus, train, plane, whatever. Hello?
Yeah.
Follow the trail of glowing people?
It depends. I'm just saying to you, they know what they're doing. They know what they listen.
Right. And they tell us not to worry about it.
You know what? I'm going to change my mind on that. They're working on it. I said they know what they're doing. I'm going to stop myself, because they don't know what they're doing, but they're working at it, and they said that, and apparently they know what it is. We don't know what it is. Let them do what they do.
Yeah,
because they're going to do it anyway.
Now, as drone pilots, we urge you guys out there,
Stay
guys and girls out there, to stay away from these areas. You want to go up and see, or you think, just stay the hell out of the area. The less of us that are in the air while they're doing their investigations. And keep in mind, this drone seeking equipment, your drone has remote ID. They're going to triangulate and find your ass quicker than you can.
And you don't want to be the blame for being the guy that's been over the military base. because that's what it will look like.
Jody says, "Oh, don't worry about it. We all got to go someday." Hey, Copper State, how are you?
What you gonna do is spread it on some toast, like it's some. What was that
Yeah,
other
so
stuff there, Laura?
Jess, I'm special. I see stars after I drink. Steve, I don't think you're the only one. You know how much a delay is on? The video that we showed is just now coming up on screen. I need to refresh.
Which video?
The video we showed of the mayor of Jersey
wow.
talking about the radioactivity.
A real behind over there. But you know what, Lawrence?
Bob Casey, enjoy your evening. Merry Christmas.
Okay, Merry Christmas. What I wanted to mention, Lawrence, is that the trio on Twitter. They have been busy since we were here. Yeah, since we were here last week. And your man Igor, however you want to pronounce his name.
Yeah.
He came and dropped this thing here. I wanted to share with you. And it's not the first time that we've seen this. Oh, no, it's not the first time we've seen this. Because this FCC label for this Osmo Action 6, we saw this once before. And I believe it was back on December 3rd, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Wasn't it? It wasn't? When Jasper posted this one back on December 3rd. So we've been seeing and we've been hearing about this, but we still have no date.
True.
No date. I don't know because where Jasper, like I said, posted that back on the December 3rd, and this was a couple of days ago, which was the 14th that it came up again.
Okay.
So now also we got to look back to going into saying, well, on the 15th, there was a little post that I had, and I saw there was what from your man Osita LV, because he posted an old post about the flip. You remember the flip?
Yeah.
Osita had that little.
I have the video right here. Give me a sec. I can pull that up right here. That's this one. And this overhead joint, right?
Well, he had one that was on, with the flip. Yeah, because I had pictures. That's him. Yep. Because it was also because when you take pictures of stuff with a good quality drone, I think what's this going to replace the Telos market with a probably a little slightly better quality.
I think so. And right here, this is actually not that right there is definitely not a flip.
Oh, we know it's not the flip. We know that's not the flip. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. Because you remember, like we said, we had the old pictures there. There's the close-up with the flip. With the flippity flip. Yeah. You know, we got the flippity flip, flipping the flip. And your man Jasper, right, on the 15th, because I saw a couple of guys had was talking about these things, and we had mentioned this a few times, and now we're seeing the box with the 04 air unit. Now, you know what we got here, Lawrence, right? I mean, you could tell everybody what we got here. I know you know.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I'd like to point out that it's half the size of the 03 units. You have two mounting screws for it. One is, I think, 25 by 25 millimeter, and the outer screws are 30 by 30 millimeters, so you can mount it to your FPV screen. But this 04 air unit will be running on OcuSync 4, and the reason for the two antennas, dual band. So you have your 2.4 antenna, and you have your, what is that, 2.4, and what is the other one? 900 megahertz. But anyway, it's a dual band, definitely.
No.
Whether or not that this, I believe this is actually a different camera that you're showing here.
Right?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
You remember there was we spoke on it the first time.
Yeah, Big Man.
There's actually supposed to be two versions of it.
Yes. Yes. There's a pro and a light version. The light
Right.
version may not be able to go into 4K from what I'm understanding, only because that light version, I believe, is geared towards racing.
Is it for racing or for like for smaller, much smaller
For
versions?
smaller quads, which are people are using for racing and sin whoops and stuff like that. Big Matt says Mavic 4 Pro, I'm buying that one once it comes out.
What?
Once it comes out, he's on it already. What's good, Big Mac?
What? We've already tapped into the college fund. No, let me stop.
He tapped into the college fund. Wow. Damn. Poor kid got to go to Cooney now. All right. I'm just saying. Poor kids. Now he's got to get on the subway with the rest of the people.
Time out.
Boy,
Time out. Listen.
there's nothing wrong with Cooney colleges.
Hold on. Time out. Hold on. Listen.
You get a degree there too.
I had schools I wanted to go to.
Yeah.
And you know what school I went to?
What?
I played football, and school out in the Midwest offered me a scholarship. And what my parents said, to hell with what you want to do, that's where you're going.
Bill says, yeah, I feel you. And Bill says,
So I had to run and jump and tackle people to go to school. So you know what? I'm tapping into college fund.
I hear you. Scholarship? Well, okay. That college fund. We did want to turn that room into a lounge.
You could
since he's away at college.
You could go tackle some people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for real. Well, it is. I'm just joking. What it is. Let's hit that final sponsor while it's 6:29. Get it out the way.
Oh, the final sponsor. You know what? I messed up with the whole final sponsor because I had the new one, but oh well, never mind.
Okay.
For 10% off on all your Nanook products. Phantom Flight 10. 10% off on all Nanook products. If you're looking to protect your drones, gimbals, watches, firearms, anything you're looking to protect your prized possessions, they even customize cases. I got a customized case myself.
Mm-hmm.
Phantom Flight 10 for 10% off on all your Nano hard cases. And they even do backpacks. Check out the backpacks.
Hey, Jim's droning.
We're back. So yeah, you know, Lawrence, I been looking, and you know, like I said, we saw the Osmo Action 6, right? We saw the mobile thing, the
Osmo,
the air unit,
right?
But on December 16th, the whole trio jumped on it with some photos And your man OC to LV, he posts, like I said, they all had the same photos, and they
Yeah.
post some photos. It was one with a guy who was and his caption I thought was a little interesting because he said new RCN4.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
New RCN4.
Uh-huh. 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 And we also had where you had this picture, right? We mentioned that one.
Yeah.
And there was this
With a new
picture.
remote. And then this
Right.
one here.
And we also had Igor, who was like, what do we have? DJI RC Pro 2.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Jasper, he jumped on it, and his images was the same images. But Jasper also had an article that with the caption that he had put out that was saying that this was a new image appearing for the RC Pro 2.
Okay.
And that was on December 6th. It was the 16th of December. And it said that they were testing the what is that? The Mavic 4 Sin.
Yes.
You have posts from the 16th from Jasper.
I actually have from the, yes, I do. I just have to click on it. Hold on. Which one is it? Here we go. This is the Jaspers you're saying, right? Click on that. That's this one here you're talking about. That's what you just showed. No. Is this what you're talking about?
From the 16th.
This is on December 16th. Yeah. You have this photo right here of the
Yeah.
Mavic 4 with
Well,
now check out. Here's something that nobody looked at. Everyone looking at the drone. Look at the radio laying on the ground. You see how the last picture you showed had the screen that raises up? This one has a flat screen here built in. I just wanted to point that out real quick.
Right. They always leave a lot of things laying around in some of these videos, but what was interesting about these posts, also there was another post from Jasper on the 16th, and they were saying that the RC Pro might have foldable sticks that fold behind that big screen. It was on the post that had that same picture on it.
That's this picture right here. I got it. Hold on, right here. This post that's this picture right here. This one. Because the sticks, if you look here, it's notched in.
Not that one.
Not this one.
No, the same one that had the pictures of that I just showed.
Okay, that would be here. I don't see. Oh, here we go. This one with the N4. No.
Don't worry about it. Yeah. He mentioned how it may have foldable sticks behind the big screen. And in the picture that was out there, which was this one, you can see where this thing has that big screen, but I don't believe that is the same. That is the RC Pro 2. I mean, it might be. It would be nice if it had a nice big foldable screen like that on it, but that would be interesting if those sticks
with the
folded
screen down. I'm looking at this picture right here. The next picture that they have with the screen down,
which was
that one. That one right there shows the sticks have to be depressed.
It just looks like a cell phone. Right. It just looks like a big cell phone sitting on top of it, I thought. But apparently, It's not. I don't know if it's a cell phone that sits in this thing or what. I don't know. I really don't know. We'll have to see, because we see that and we saw a render,
Bill put
and the render.
2,400 US for the RC Pro 2.
Okay, and the
But see,
render
this one,
here
the
is
sticks are depressed
a
on this
new
one
controller.
also. Right.
Right. Now, if this controller is going to be more so like the RCN one and the RCN 2 and all that, those other controllers, and with
Yeah.
a flip screen on it to give us a larger screen, that would be nice. I'm
Yeah, I
in for
think this
something
one
like
is
that.
designed. If you look at the bottom picture, this one is designed for your cell phone. To hold your cell phone or a tablet holder.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought too. You know, that was going to be a new controller.
So they got three different new. They have three different radios then. That one, the one with the flat screen, and the one with the screen that raises up. You have the N1, you have the N4, say N4 by itself, right? That holds your cell phone.
Right.
You have the one that I showed you on the screen with
you're
the rabbit with the
you're
flat
going to
screen.
see this controller here, and that is actually a controller that has a big screen that folds in with those sticks fold down into it.
Yeah,
I'm curious. I'm curious to see if that is the case, because there was mention, excuse me, of the DJI. We saw they talked about having an enterprise edition, right? But we did see that there was an also talk about of a DJI, or was it the RC? Was it the Pro Plus?
yeah.
We did see that controller.
Yes. The DJI RC
So
Plus
if
2.
so if they don't have a excuse me, if this doesn't have the big flip screen, why would the consumer level of it would? I'm curious to know. That's things that unless this is stuff that they're testing out, as things like, because there's been a lot of talk on Twitter and stuff like that with some of this stuff, and I don't even know if they're actually sure sometimes, because we see these leaks and stuff come out, and guys talk about these leaks and leaks and leaks and leaks. They've even gone even up to today with some videos that came out. Your man, what was it? Who was it? Igor, or one of them came out with some stuff today. A video from today.
Yes, it was actually Osita who came out with this video here to show. It's the same video we've seen, but now he's showing it. So
I got you. I'm gonna tell you what that video was. That video was in reference to some posts that I had sent to you, but I don't know if you have them. That Jasper was speaking in reference to the fact that he wasn't too sure about some of these leaks that have recently come out. Because if you read the posts that he posts on Twitter, you will see the line and the order in which they speak and see some of the things that they're saying. And you will see that he was saying that, okay, this is the video that Igor put out today for showing the controller, the guy with the controller sitting on the steps. Remember, this was back probably the same time when they shot that other video.
Right.
But
now they took
Jasper
pictures
was speaking
from this. This is that controller right there that they took a picture of. And the same picture with the screen closed is right here. So someone zoomed in behind him and got a picture of that one closed.
So yeah, Jasper was saying that he had some issues with some of these leaks that come out right after the FCC or right just before the FCC drops the label, because he said that this for the Mavic 4, they dropped the leaks on the photos, and then the day after came the FCC label,
Right.
and we all saw that FCC label, right?
Mhm.
For the Mavic 4, it's supposed to be 2 different models.
Yeah.
So we looking at what the man Jasper and these guys are saying, and like I said, the trio jumped all over this and came out with their assumptions and some of their leaks, and even up to today, Jasper was still continuing to speak on the fact that he was mentioning that some of these, and now he said that, like, remember that video you showed him putting in a bag?
Yeah.
He said, and they even got a video. Read the
That's
caption
one.
on it. That's what it said.
That's
And they
one
even
here.
have a video.
Yeah, this
Yeah, the
one.
caption on that video, he had said, and they even have a video. So he wasn't too sure of whether or not this was going to be the Mavic 4. You know, now you're talking about the same guy who last week, and we saw it post, that he cannot confirm nor deny
Yeah.
that you have a Mavic 4 Pro and we have an April of 2025 release.
Yep.
You understand? We even have a better aperture on the camera on the same 4/3 CMOS sensor. Ooh,
Mhm.
28 millimeter. Ooh,
And something new.
100 megapixel. 100 megapixel. You know,
That's
this
gonna be
drone
crazy.
here is sick. This is
100
honestly, this drone claims to be better than the camera that I own.
really.
Mhm.
And don't forget to mention the stepless electronic ND filter.
And
No more
that
having to put ND filters on.
ND filters from 1 to 64. Now you may still have to have ND filters to do other things you might want to try with the camera, because of the fact that it only goes from 4 to 64. But you do have a lot to work with, because how many guys use a 64 and then these 64 filter
True.
with flying their drones,
True.
you know?
And one final thing, not only is it on the 04 unit, but a 40-kilometer or 20-mile transmission range. So you should be able to go
Mhm.
behind buildings, in front of objects, all of that, and have great signal. 6K, 60 frames per second. Wow. That's going to be impressive. 4K at 120 frames per second. It's going to be a beast of a machine. Well, he may have to sell a few things to get that baby.
I ain't selling nothing.
You still got the
I told
picture
you.
up.
Just tap into the college fund.
Oh, damn. Here we go.
Listen,
we
the
go.
school got a cafeteria, right? You can work off that second semester
Wow.
or that last semester.
Poor kid. Well, I want to
Listen,
see what that I
how they say-
believe that'll be their biggest bird
how they
yet.
said, Lawrence, how they said, they only keep your transcripts. They can't tell the company you work for you didn't graduate.
Wow, he went there. Oh my goodness. They can only keep your transcript. That's messed up. That's real messed up. At least this school is right next to the subway. I'm just saying, like Hunter College, you can come out of the subway and go straight into the college. You don't even have to get wet or see the snow. I'm just saying, especially here in New York.
That's a good school too.
I know. Great school, medical school too. They have a great medical nursing program there. That's supposedly top notch in the region.
Really?
There, Baruch also another one.
I have one question for you.
Yeah.
So how come they got so many guys running around New York City with bad teeth?
Oh, we'll see. That's something completely different.
Because they got a dental program too.
Oh, NYU has. They have a free
Both of
dental
them
school. NYU, you know that? Huh?
Both of them do. Is it raining by you yet?
No, but it's really, really moist. It's really damp out. Do you hear the rain already?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So what we got? The Mavic 4, the RC Pro 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the 04 unit and the Flip.
Yeah.
Coming for next year.
Yep. Yeah.
I'd like to see which ones.
Don't forget the Osmo 6.
Oh yeah, and the Osmo 6. My bad.
Mm-hmm. So they're going to start out the year, and they're going to start out the year in people's pockets. I can see now. Mavic 4 launches in April. Nice tax money. That's where a lot of drones. People going to get a lot of drones. That tax money. Oh, that's right. And the 360 camera they're supposed to be coming out with, right? That's what Jim's droning put.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Lance.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jim. Forgot all about that one.
Yeah, they're gonna be deep in your pockets this year coming. Whoa.
Because they're already talking.
I don't know, man.
The controller, the RC2 2400.
Mm-hmm.
That's the controller. So you got to figure that Mavic 4 with all that shit, you won't pay a little bit of money. I don't think everyone's going to run out and buy this one, Herman. This is definitely the Mavic 4. That Mavic 4 is definitely for the pro.
Honestly, honestly, I'm looking at this one here, and honestly, it's for me, really, truthfully speaking, after listening to, the things that I've been listening to, Adam Bry and the United States government and, different drone shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What might be a deal breaker for me with the Mavic 4 Pro? Yeah. This doesn't have the heart monitor on the facial recognition on this. It's a deal breaker.
I don't want one either. I don't want, and don't forget the lie detector. You got to add in the lie detector feature.
If it's not on this drone, it's a deal breaker for me. I'm sorry. I don't care for a third sensor and all that. It means nothing to me if it doesn't have the heart monitoring and facial recognition.
It'll be very pricey, Jim. He's saying the Mavic 4 will be over 3,000 Canadian. I could see that.
Really?
I could listen.
That's with or without heart monitoring.
With or without the heart monitor. You forgot to mention that, Jim. You got to take another 1,000 off without the heart monitor. Oh, I didn't know I sat back and disappeared into the picture. I went to recline and it disappeared off screen.
Oh, there you go. He did it again. I want the one with the heart monitoring.
Yeah, the lie detector is a special feature.
Okay. Is it? All right. Jeez.
Okay, this picture, open in a new tab. There we go.
Wait.
BYD.
Yeah, the electrical vehicle giant. They now I had issues with pronouncing this the name of this company, but they've doubled down on their intelligent drive by
Zuoyu?
investing with Zuyu
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 Technology.
Zuyu Technology. And Zuyu Technology, believe it or not, gentlemen, you probably already know this, but it happens to be a spinoff of DJI. They will be expanding DJI's influence beyond drones, believe it or not, as part of this deal. BYD will acquire was it 3.95% stake in Zuyu. Basically they're getting together to do intelligent drive with the usage of sensors and
Yeah.
other means of what happened to the
No, I
video?
was showing. I had posted a picture. I thought you were gonna go
Put it
ahead.
back, put it back,
Oh,
put
the
it back.
picture. The picture. Go ahead.
Yeah,
This one right here.
you got it?
Yeah, right here. Full screen.
Yeah, they're gonna go back to working with they're gonna be working with Zuyu on basically on intelligent smart drive. And like I said, they have a 3.95% stake in Zuyu. And as we know, this is a Shenzhen-based company which specializes in visual intelligent driving solutions. So Zuyu vehicles, from what I'm seeing, the fleet is basically going to start at under 15,000.
Yes, we're talking an electric car starting under $15,000. That's crazy. That's crazy,
And
Herman.
I don't know if anyone is privy to see some of the Chinese electric cars, but some of them are really state of the art and design. They're doing pretty good, and we'll never see them here because they won't sell them here.
True.
You know.
That's true. I'm
So,
actually on while you're talking about it. Quick on the thing there. These are some of them. These are some of the Chinese electric cars. Okay. This one starts at $5,000. Energy vehicle, another one 5,000, 8,400. BYD sedans, and just give me all of their cars are electric.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's not a bad looking vehicle.
No, it's not. But the cool thing is, they plan on using the same technology for sensors, obstacle avoidance that they use on the drones.
Yes. They're gonna be the processors and stuff is gonna be a little bit more advanced.
Yeah.
But they're gonna probably use the same visual as well as GPS systems.
This site was BYD.US, Herman.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they're trying to sell their cars over here. So they might be able to get one of them over here.
No.
It says there's the link I put in the chat, byd.com/US.
Keep trying.
I know. We've
trying.
never seen a car for less than 15,000.
Do you see who's the efficiency dude now? He will never allow that.
Yo, it just started pouring. You hear, Herman? It just started pouring.
The efficiency dude will stop you in your tracks from being more efficient.
The efficiency dude. Yeah, you're right about that.
No, because you would have to buy one of his more expensive ones.
Mm-hmm.
And with that being said, no, but it's getting very close to Christmas, Lawrence. Very, very close. I know a lot of live streams are probably going to be on this week, probably later on this evening. Guys, make sure you go and check out some of the other live streams that's on this evening. Like I said, we fall on a Wednesday with our live stream, Wednesday night. And
Right.
The next Wednesday would be the 25th, which would be Christmas. And after that would be New Year's Day. So I didn't want today to be the last stream that we had for the year.
Mhm.
So we're going to be doing Tuesday, the 24th.
Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
5 p.m. Eastern Standard. So that way you guys got plenty of time to be with the family for the rest of the evening. And if you want to get rid of us early, we can, well, we'll be on to entertain and have a good time. We're gonna do the holiday drop in the shot. So anyone that stops in for the first time and says Merry Christmas the first time you stop in, not the first 52 times, we're gonna stop and take a shot while you guys are on. Maybe we'll have a little stuff to stuff your stockings with. And you won't get it before Christmas, but it will be whatever,
Yeah, a
guys
little
will come
stocking
through.
stuffer.
We'll have a little list and a little of that. So guys will come through, come hang out, find out what's here to stuff your stockings with. What you think, Lawrence?
That'll work, definitely.
So that's the 24th. We'll be here, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve, yes, that's right. So we'll be here, and we'll be here with our special guest.
Yes, come see who the special guest is. You guys love him. I hope.
Yeah, we'll bring some nice guys on.
Yeah. But anyway, it's that time, Herman.
Wow, really? So anything you want to say to the wonderful people out there? And
Merry Christmas to you guys out there. As far as this drone thing, if the government isn't worried about it, you shouldn't be either.
Hey, Angie. Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Ronnie's a very happy man. Says, I've reached that age where I have my wife and my life and I don't need anything else.
Hey, that's it. You got to learn how to read through the government. When the government says that it's not anything that we're doing, it could be another agency. Mm-hmm. Somebody else is looking for something.
Right. It's not them in that department.
Nefarious. Right. It's nothing that no foreign. Listen, if it was something foreign from a foreign agent from another country, let's put out it down. Let's put out right. It would have been down. It would have been attacked a long time ago. That if there was a mothership somewhere, that mothership would have been attacked too. So let's knock that out, please, guys. Do not get out there chasing drones with your drone. Please do not shoot anything down. I urge you, please. There's a fool, and I would consider him to be an elderly man because he's 72 years old. He's retired. He's facing over $5,000 of fine, a criminal act of shooting down a drone. Please don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Exactly. Don't chase any drones. Please don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I hate for the hobby to get ruined by guys out there trying to find something and be the blame of what is being called on me and spoke upon.
You see what Ronnie put? If the government says, look over there, look at the government.
Right. So let's just let it go to rest and be safe out there and look out for our families and get on with our lives. And let's look forward. We got Christmas coming up next week, guys. Yep. We'll be back on Christmas Eve to hang out with you guys.
Not Wednesday, Tuesday.
It's be Tuesday night, not Wednesday night. Look for us for Tuesday night, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard. So we'll be back. Anything else, Lawrence?
That's it, dude.
All right. And with that, and we'll see you next time with those guys. Good night, everyone.
Good night.